Hello, I'm CammyG and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World update videos. So, we are doing the daily update and we're doing everything in the shop, all the mission alert rewards and all of the daily quests. So starting in the store, we have the usual upgrade llama, which you should always come on to check, and we've got the super ranged llama. So this guarantees legendary items, but it is 1,000 tickets, and these are all guns that you can get from regular llamas, you can get them from missions, all that stuff. So it's probably not recommended to buy it unless it's something that you desperately want. But yeah, 1,000 tickets is a lot, and I would recommend saving that for legendary or mythic survivors. Right, the item shop, we had hybrid yesterday. I'll just go over it again just because you might not have been there for the weekly update. But yeah, he's a decent hero for affliction builds, for Dragon Slash, good sort of ninja build there. And the weekly store is refreshed, so get your evolution materials and your legendary flux. Awesome. Right, daily missions. So, war games in Canny, we have mist pods with rolling fog, so you should be able to AFK that easily. Plankerton, you have quantum countdown with head games, so you'll have to get headshots, so you won't be able to AFK it. Stonewood, we have hotspots with heavy explosives. It should be alright, but you might have a little bit of trouble. Just it's a bit of a nasty combo sometimes. And then Twine, we have hexed with head games, so you won't be able to AFK it. But for the other ones, if you do need the builds, check out the description for the playlists. And then the daily is Stonewood. So yeah, easy one to AFK. So definitely get that built if you don't already. Survive the Horde, the usual 5, 10, 15. So yeah, good stuff. And yeah, let's get into the actual zones. So starting with Ventures, we have a legendary defender in the 108. So in this Cat 2 here, no, it's not that one. Oh, we are. Yeah, we're lower down. One sec. Let's get to the top. 108 is here. There we go. Legendary survivor there. And then in the 124, we have Trailblazer Queen. So if you need her either for a squad or for your collection book, get that mission done. A nice, easy resupply. And then if we go into Stonewood and work our way up to Twine, we can see that in Stonewood, we have absolutely nothing, which is just the usual. So we'll just look at the 4-player missions. So Schematic XP on that one, we'll skip. Schematic XP again, probably skip unless you really need Schematic XP on your low level, and then Hero XP. So we'll go to Plankton. It's the usual. We don't usually spend long in Plankton, in Stonewood either. Plankton isn't too much better. There is a legendary reward at the top. There's a bunch of mini reward llamas, so I'll try cover most of those. So it's around the 28 level area, if I can find that. A bit lower down or over here. So there's 2 there. Then we have a resupply and an eliminate. So there's the eliminate and there's the resupply. So there's a few mini reward llamas around there if that's what you're after. Up here we have somewhere this one, the Hack Axe, so legendary melee, and that's the only legendary thing there is to pick up here. Other than that, we can check the 4-player missions again. So up here we have 4 times Pure Drops of Rain with power-based knocks. That's great rewards for Plankton. Honestly, I definitely recommend running that if you are in Plankton Canny area. That'll give you a decent amount of Pure Drops of Rain for where you're at. Over here we have Hero XP with Epic Sealing Electric Field. So the electric field's good, but might not be worth it just for that. We've got Survivor XP with Uncommon Perk Up, which isn't too bad. But if you don't need Survivor XP, then it's not really worth doing. Here we have Schematic XP, so I'll probably skip that one as well. And then up here we have 4 times Schematic XP. Beautiful. All right, Canny Valley. Let's see if we can get some more better things in here. So starting off pretty strong. In the resupply, we have Sealing Gas Trap. So that's a legendary gas trap. Beautiful stuff. 4-player mission, we have Survivor XP. Let's see what else we've got. Down here we have Hero XP, so not fantastic for Canny so far, but it's not always going to be great. 64 Evacuate, is that here? No, it's not. Where is the 64 Evacuate? Well, that 4 times. Oh, that's a good 4 times. Look at that. 4 times Eye of the Storm with Pure Drops of Rain. That's a really good one. And then there's the Healing Pad, legendary Healing Pad. Great reward for Canny. Definitely check that out if you don't have that schematic. Let's see, where's the next 4 times? This one here is Reperk with Pure Drops of Rain. It's pretty good reward. It's a Cat 4 though, which is grim, but here we have 3 epic and 1 rare. Very good rewards. And it's a Repair the Shelter, so easy stuff. Right, heading into Twine. We have the Neon Sniper Rifle right here. straight off the bat. And then we have the Pummeler as well, which is a decent shotgun with great impact. So if you wanted to knock those enemies back, there you go. Up here we have Schematic XP again. What else have we got? 4 times. We've got Schematic XP. Wow, what a surprise. And then Survivor XP. So nothing too crazy at the bottom. Down here we have Survivor XP. 4 times Lightning a Bottle though, that's pretty good. And then there is another Legendary Survivor potentially here. There we go, Legendary Survivor, good stuff. We do love a good Legendary Survivor. Then the 4 times here, that's 3 Legendary and 1 Epic Perk Up. Really good rewards there. So definitely pick that up if you can. Over here we have the Legendary Anti-Air Traps. If you don't have that, that's a good place to get it. Legendary Stormfoot Crash, pretty good stuff. Let's see, we keep going. On the 4 times we have Schematic XP, which is not really too great. We have Skirmisher Edge, Legendary Hero. Good to see a lot of those being handed out. We do have another Survivor coming up as well, which is nice. 3 Epic, 1 Legendary Perk Up is a pretty good reward on that Retrieve the Data. Survivor XP is back to being pretty meh. And let's see, I think there's a double reward here. So Slice and Dice Retractable Floor. Retractable Floor Spike is a pretty good trap. Over here we have 5 times Pure Drops of Rain. That's decent stuff. Beautiful. Then a reperk with Pure Drops of Rain, so another decent one. That's actually not bad just for a regular mission. Legendary and Epic Perk Up. And what else do we have? Up here we have 4 times Pure Drops of Rain. For a Cat 4 though. 4 Legendary Perk Up, an Epic Perk Up, and there's that other Legendary Survivor. Over here we have Schematic XP, so we'll probably skip that one. 5 times reperk with Legendary Perk Up. If you do need reperk, that'll give you plenty. Repair the Shelter as well, so it's not too bad. Over there we have just reperk, and then 5 times Pure Drops of Rain on the Ride the Lightning. So yeah, there you go. There's the daily rewards and the daily update. So thank you so much for watching. Please do obviously subscribe and all of the usual stuff if you haven't already. But most of you probably have already. But if you haven't, definitely do it. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in a future video or a stream. Cheers.